Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series.
Hey guys, I got a package here, and I'm just going to do like a quick unboxing for you because I do so many of them. So this item, which we'll go over in a little bit once I've opened it, is exclusive, at least is my understanding, is exclusive to Australia. That's where, of course, this came from. Maybe you can or can't read it. It does say Australia on some of this. Yeah, so this came out a few years ago. This is nothing new, and you already saw the title, so you know what it is. Some of my more astute viewers will know that I kind of already did a video similar to this. A few years ago, man, I think it was a few years ago, I did a video on this. This is the Dreamcast Collection Limited Edition vinyl record. This was, again, exclusive to Australia, although I think, I'm not sure, but I was told, I vaguely recall hearing that this came out in England as well, but in far more limited quantities, and that would be the same with this thing. The way you got this was, in Australia, if you pre-ordered the Dreamcast collection for the Xbox 360 at certain stores, although I don't know which ones, it would come with this as a pre-order bonus, which is one hell of a bonus. You know, to Australia, kudos to you guys, because I love Australia. I've been there. That is a great country. It's like the US or Canada, but down south. It's great. Oh, well, down under in the southern hemisphere. It's an awesome country, and it sucks. You guys, like, never get exclusive stuff, and so you guys get screwed on gaming a lot, and I feel bad for you guys in that regard, but that's not fair. You guys should get more exclusive stuff. And here, this is a hell of a doozy right here to get something this neat, and especially with what's in here. So I apologize for taking these out of your country, but gotta admit, they're awesome. I had to import them. So with this one, it's not Dreamcast related, so I wasn't that, I mean, I was interested in it, but not quite as interested as I was in this thing, at least the Dreamcast one. But basically what happened is at the time that this came out, they had this exact same deal if you pre-ordered Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection, or down there it would be the Mega Drive Collection, or pretty much anywhere except the US and Canada it would be the Mega Drive Collection. If you pre-ordered this, then the contents of this box would come with it, which is pretty cool. So, now let's just go ahead, we'll open it up, and then we'll take a close look at it. And I'm going to warn you ahead of time, I can't play it, because just like I said in this video, when I made this a long time ago, I still don't have a record player. I can't actually show these in action. Why don't I have a record player? I just never got around to it. Like, until now, this is literally the only vinyl record I own. It's not really enough of a reason to go out and buy a record player. Not like they're uncommon or anything, but I don't know. I'm not really into music or sound all that much. I just kind of like the fact that this is a really cool collectible, and so is this one. But I swear to you guys, if I ever just have a chance to sit down with a record player, I will record these things all the way through, I promise. But anyway, moving on, let's go ahead and now very seriously do the unboxing. This was expensive to ship. I did not pay as much as this cost. It cost apparently $28.90 to ship it. Now that's in Australian dollars, mind you, but that's roughly like $30 US. I didn't pay that much. I think the guy, he gave me too good of a deal on shipping. So Australia, you guys are nice. You guys are cool. So let's go ahead and cut this open. Okay. That was easy enough. All right. Side like that. Bubble wrap, plenty of it, always good. More there. Bubble wrap continues, and it is okay. And then we're left with this thing. This guy's signature is hauntingly similar to my own signature. And it's wrapped in this individual thing. It says fragile all over it, which is of course nice that they care enough to put that. I'm going to cut through this. Always have scissors during an unboxing because you're going to need them for any random thing that might be in there. Okay, this up like this. Okay, just got a paper cut. Ow! You guys finally got to see me hurt myself with an unboxing. Finally happened. Although, it could have been worse. Being cut by scissors would be way worse. Okay, slide this out of the way, and we have more wrapping. Can't be too careful with something like a vinyl record, though. Okay, slide it out. Get this out of the way. There's nothing else in there. Here we have it. The Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection vinyl. This is pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and take a look. It doesn't... Now that's interesting. This one, the Dreamcast vinyl, has a paper sleeve. This one does not, which is unfortunate. But I don't know a whole lot about records, but I'm imagining I can get one of those pretty easily. Or maybe I can snake one off of a Laserdisc or something. Just take that out like that. Not to touch. Yeah, it's a big blue vinyl, which is pretty cool. I'll give you a close-up of it in a minute. First I gotta put it back in this case. Maybe I'm gonna look through some Laserdiscs. Maybe I can find a case I can steal. I don't know about that for sure. If anybody's curious, this is number 379. I think, I could be wrong, I think they made 1,000 of each of these. This one is number 228, in case anybody's curious. How cool would that be if they were the same number? But yeah, I mean, that's pretty sweet right there. I'm glad to have both of these now. I really should have got this a long time ago. These are expensive. Okay, like I saw one up on eBay. It's just sitting there at the moment. At the time I'm making this, it's still there. This cost I think the guy wanted like $299 for this, which is ridiculous. And then this one I got way less than that. There was an auction. It was not a buy it now, and the guy even apparently gave me a good deal on shipping. So thank you to that very kindly Australian. So match it up with those, and there you go. I'm going to go ahead and give you a close-up look at that now, though. I did find a cover, a side thing. I actually stole this off of a Laserdisc I had sitting around. I know, I still have Laserdiscs. Not too many of them, I promise. I got rid of most of them. But this is actually a Laserdisc cover for Last of the Mohicans. And whatever, it perfectly suits the vinyl record, which I will now take out of here. Try to hold it very carefully. It says on this side, has 3 songs. One, Space Harrier, Rystar, and Vector Man. The songs are, well, Space Harrier's main theme, Star Humming from Rystar, and Day 3, Tidal Surge, from Vector Man. And on the other side, which, hard to do, I don't know a whole lot about handling vinyl, but I'm sure you're not supposed to touch like the rings and stuff. So, side B has Golden Axe. The song is called Turtle Village. Then it has one from Phantasy Star 2 called Restoration, and then another one from Vector Man 2, something called Scene 18, which is Shout and Twist, registered trademark of Sega. Blah blah blah. Easier to take these out than put them back in, it looks like. Yeah, like I said before, I really have never really handled vinyl. These are the only 2 vinyl records I have. But I do like that it's a blue color like that. That's pretty neat. Is that common? Or I'm under the impression they're usually black. But anyway, put this away. It fits. It's not perfect, but it does fit. On the back, if you want to take a close look at the art, it's got a bunch of pictures from all the Genesis games that are on there, Mega Drive games. And then it says what the songs are from Space Harrier, Rystar, Vector Man, Golden Axe, Phantasy Star 2, Vector Man 2. And of course this was on the 360 and the PS3. Sega Europe. Now that must be a clue that maybe this did come out in Europe because, or at least certain parts of Europe, because it doesn't say Sega Australia on there. Yet that is definitely where it came from. Yeah, so I don't know. I think they're really nice pieces. I'm very happy to have these in my collection. I mean, obviously for the passionate Dreamcast love that I have, I had to get this one, but I decided I had to get this one and just kind of complete it because it's very, very awesome. And I found it very odd that the Dreamcast collection was not released. You know, this was not released on anything other than the 360, which is very strange to me. I don't know why it didn't have a PS3 release or whatever, but I mean, this isn't really related, but I still have my problems with this release. For one, Space Channel 5 Part 2 was never released on the Dreamcast except for Japan, and it certainly wasn't in English over there, so that was a very odd choice. I would hope that they do this again, but they probably won't because this game is in bargain bins everywhere, which really sucks. But yeah. Anyway, the only other thing I wanted to show you, now that you've already kind of seen that, is the actual box itself. I was looking over it and I noticed something that was kind of funny. And it was under the customs declaration. I hope you guys can read that. It says vinyl. I think it's supposed to say disc, but that doesn't look like disc. That looks like dick. And I think that's just, I mean, that's immature, I know, but I thought that was funny. Or is that supposed to be a K? I mean, I don't know, in Australia, do you guys spell disc D-I-S-K as opposed to D-I-S-C? Yeah, I don't know. Vinyl dick.